Hi, this is Colin Mage. With me today
Howdy, I'm the Lord of the Beasts of the Sea and the Fishes of the Land, International Man of Mystery, Scazemo. I'm here to present to you Chapter 4, Living Legend.
Hi, I'm Techno-Obliterator. I'm not going to bother coming up with an intro that's that impressive. You know who I am.
and Techno's already said what not Technoscape has already said what we're already going to cover today, so yeah, that.
Yeah. Welcome to
we're
Chapter
also
4.
gonna have the Blessing of the Gods, though. Wait, is this a text that you added, or did they really just use like the default Windows Movie Maker font here?
That's what they used.
Wait, are you only in Chapter 4? This is part 13. What's going on here?
Just to be clear, this isn't a race.
The story of each chapter is relatively short. Like, this episode is the entirety of Chapter 4, but there was a lot of side quest and hunt shit during Chapter 3.
Yeah, to be fair, how 15 goes is like the first few chapters take you like a million hours, and then the last few are really quick because they're much more linear.
Yeah. Like, for those who haven't been keeping track of time, we took care of both Chapter 1 and 2 in 3 videos each, and then Chapter 3 was 6 episodes, and now Chapter 4 isn't even 1 episode. This is only 40 minutes long.
Pacing. Who needs it?
And it's barely edited.
But he may be our only way into the distant
Impressive.
What's His Highness's opinion of this Arden?
You know, this should have been like a high-speed drag race for the Arden. That would have been much more exciting.
You hit the nail on the head right there.
The car just doesn't go fast enough.
See, I still think Arden is the most underrated part of 15. I think he's one of the best villains. Like, he's in about my top 5 for Final Fantasy villains. Like, I think he's really
This guy in
good.
the stupid hat and the British accent is actually a villain.
Wouldn't want to have him behind the wheel.
Yeah, he's very similar to Kujo in that respect, but he's also like, he's kind of like Kafka if Kafka was more, I don't want to call him sane, but like if Kafka was more measured about it.
Oh, somebody wants to camp. Somebody else wants a proper bed.
Nice firm ground's much better for your back.
Can't we at least make it a caravan?
I enjoy these
I don't get why you
Nevada,
like camping so much.
crazy Nevada structures
Under the
that
stars and one with nature.
definitely don't work out in
Sounds
real
like
natural life. I
down
feel like
the
as soon as
wild,
some
there are no
wind
rules to
blew,
follow.
oh, look at all the EXP we got. Ah, there we go. 500 EXP.
Yeah, we got 500 EXP for just holding R2 for a couple minutes.
You were holding
That's
R2?
Coffis.
Alright, you had Noctis driving it. I always have Ignis drive.
Yeah, Noctis has to drive in this chapter. You can't let someone else take over for you.
He needs to get his flying permit.
I forgot about that.
I've never really been one for the outdoors. I shall foot the bill, so let us stay at the caravan over yonder.
See, I just love how Arden always talks in like...
Also, yeah, experience automatically tallies at the end of a chapter, so doing this only lets you cash in that 500 experience you just earned.
And that's the end of Chapter 4, guys.
Yes.
It's a good thing we had. See you next time.
Although now it becomes 600 because of where we're staying.
I like how Arden is just like harassed, just like standing over you, like looming.
If you'd rather not be in photos,
Oh, I don't mind at all. Snap away for His Highness's collection.
Well...
what?
Well, see,
Gotta
all
say
of this
that's
part is
Great
scripted.
pose you got there.
See, all of this part is scripted, right? Because they must ensure that you earn 500 EXP, but you're going to a caravan, so it's going to be 600, I think. And then it's always going to be that image of him.
Like, yeah, they want you to make sure you get the photo of Arden, although I think that is technically optional. You can just tell them to shove off and continue on to Corvus.
Meanwhile, in Final Fantasy 15 reality television, Lunafre is being interviewed by the paparazzi.
Yeah. Lunafre is such a disappointment. Like, she's the most poor, like, underdeveloped of basically anyone, considering how large her role is. Shame.
I mean,
Yeah, most of her story is told through people crowding around radios.
I'm pretty sure
Pretty
this
much.
RV to the right of us has more screen time than Lunafray does this game.
Yeah, it would not surprise me.
Maybe those plastic chairs. Those plastic chairs should really be a much better character. Man, Noctis is so jittery. You gotta stand still.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is this episode would be even shorter if we didn't hang around the radio.
Yeah, because if we didn't hang around the radio, we wouldn't get this flashback.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't even... Yeah, that explains why I don't remember this flashback.
I shall do what I can to ease your suffering.
I'm just an old man. I spilled a bunch of ash on my head.
Oh, this is one of those Jesus moments where she has some miracle and cures the sick, like...
Now take these healing crystals. Please, all you need
The
is
healing crystals embedded in my head.
all you it's better than embedded in your ass.
Well, there are a lot of things better than that.
Now you just need 5 payments at $19.99.
That is all I can do for now. But trust that relief will come in a matter of days.
As long as your checkbook clears.
It's a miracle.
Well, I mean, it's obviously a miracle. I don't know what else it looks like.
Thank you, Lady Lunafreya.
Oh, Lady Lunafreya.
It must be really awful to be Oracle. You just have a bunch of old people with dirt on their face.
Yeah, more or less.
Let us begin at once.
What are we flashing back to exactly? Who's flashing back to this?
Well, Noctis is apparently flashing back to
But he's
it.
not there.
Yeah, no. He just flashed back to something he didn't exist, and Gladio's taking the long way around.
He just imagined that, I guess.
Excuse not to work out.
That came out of nowhere.
You can't just
It
let
did.
yourself go with the eyes of the world on you.
I don't know about that. Good morning to you.
Gladio perfectly encapsulates
And-
the asshole hanger-on friend that nobody likes. It's really quite impressive.
Wow, that explains why Gladio is my favorite character.
Where is he?
Yeah,
Anyway, I don't
It's either
need them
him or
right now,
Arden.
but I'm playing a bunch of Phoenix Downs anyway because I'm all out.
Thank you kindly.
yeah, it's a good idea. Like, basically the way to win in this game, buy 1,000,000 healing items,
We're about to pass
and
the
then-
point of no return. I
and then
trust
that's it.
your
There's no step 2. You buy 1,000,000 healing items and you're fine.
Yeah, the way you win this game is buy Phoenix Downs. You literally can never lose.
Pretty much.
I've never seen the
Pretty
game over.
much.
Actually, that's not true. I have seen the game over screen 1,000,000 times trying to land the stupid car, trying to get to the platforming dungeon.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
Yes, you will lose more from killing the car than killing Noctis.
Can you even go near that thing?
They harvest fragments.
Have they even fixed that now? Like, have they made it easier to land in at least?
Almost fell, I should say. For the Archean caught it.
No.
And he's still
Oh.
there, holding the thing up.
Guess
I
he
think I didn't even try that dungeon. I
Oh,
didn't
no.
need it to platinum the game.
toil and the meteor's might for the tenants of
Yeah, Noctis failed his driving test.
Makes you wonder what it's like. Down
Whoa,
at
shit.
his feet.
I actually kind of hadn't expected that because usually the game corners perfectly as long as you're holding the stick in the direction you want to turn.
camera.
Hmm.
So the fact that it actually just decided Nan drove head first into
We
the
don't have a spare.
wall was
Leave it in the car.
I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Every day you get up close and personal with the Archean.
This is a very
Luckily, it
good
doesn't
choice
seem
of music, by the way, on the
Yeah.
car radio. Like, it's fitting for this.
Better to try and fail than never to try at all.
Yeah, luckily I don't think I actually damaged the car's top speed, which is a thing that can totally happen. And the first time I played this game, I actually got a game over in this section because earlier Ignis had managed to hit something and damage the car's top speed, so I couldn't keep up with Arden. And because the damage wasn't caused by Noctis being an idiot, the game hadn't realised that the car had been damaged and I couldn't repair it.
You don't get it, huh?
Yeah, that is one of 54 times you will ever see the game over screen. The other 53 are all in the platforming dungeon.
Where you try to land the car.
So, Yeah.
Not even when you enter the dungeon, just landing it.
Oh my god! Don't even. Are you gonna do the platforming mission?
I didn't
Eventually.
do it. Like,
I
would
spent
suggest
5
like,
hours in that dungeon.
do it for the LP, but I didn't do it just because I didn't need to platinum it.
I mean, we do need some time in which we can cover the story of that one guy who theory crafted the entire backstory and then had a complete shit fit when one of the patches added a scene where Shiva explained the actual backstory and it didn't agree with him.
Oh yeah.
So, like you told
Yeah, that was quite funny. It's like when
We're never gonna know
it's
about
like
that
when
one.
they made all those theories about Snoke for the Star Wars, and then they just killed
So
Snoke
you
off
get double
instead.
XP. You get 1,000
like,
XP
well,
for that
whoops.
time because you had to actually turn there and you failed it. So that was a double XP experience right there.
It was a learning experience.
Aren't you glad we came together?
The one thing I will compliment this game for is that the voice acting is actually generally pretty good.
I drop you with the open door.
There's pretty much nothing bad about it. I mean, Final Fantasy 13 has some really constipated lines, but this game is, honestly, I feel like it all is pretty good. Even characters I don't necessarily like Gladio or Prompto, you know what? Their voice acting is pretty good. I could listen to them. I never found them grating.
And there's me hitting the U-turn button because I forgot which button was which.
Yeah, finding out what it is.
Stuff about nursery rhymes.
Yeah, see, I've had the guide turned off since starting this playthrough because I didn't want the controls to be on the side of the screen the entire time. You've already seen that bite me in the ass several times, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm just remembering this was probably my favorite part of the game.
Then we'll find
Well,
out what
Also, Noctis is much better driving on rocky nowhere than on the actual roads.
I love how the
loading screen.
I love how the load screen spoils what's happening here.
It was like that was a sudden load screen, and also it totally tells you what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's like
So you're
the
not following
worst
the path.
time.
Yeah, this is technically a dungeon area. We can't leave.
But
there
you're
may
going
be
backwards.
Yeah, I wanted to see if there was something back here.
There isn't, is there?
There never is.
There is something, but it's not something that was worth going back there for.
You get an Oracle Ascension coin. Congratulations.
The Oracle Ascension.
I don't even know what those do.
It's like you can trade them for something. Like once you get to the shitty half-finished Venice rip-off town.
You don't like Alticia is what it's called?
I mean, I might like it if it was actually a finished location.
Well, also the game is also basically over by the time you get there, so you don't really,
Yeah, that's
no
the thing.
point.
I do love the location, but again, I don't think there's enough of it, which is a shame. I do think they built the
I
locations
mean,
pretty well.
if you
though.
just do the story there and don't kind of mess around and stuff, you're there for literally like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, you can pretty much just instantly go start the diplomatic talks, and from then on, that's when the fucking railroad starts.
Meanwhile, in this desert that we've been walking down. Oh, here we go. I'm so excited. Is it worth it? Let's find out what the secret is at the end of the tunnel.
Well, this is straight back where we drove the car, and
Yep.
I'm so excited for this amazing gift that you're gonna get.
We leaving?
There's no guarantee we can.
Oh, they
you did
made-
get you did get a gift of people talking.
yeah, I was gonna
did
say
get-
they added dialogue.
It's like
In case
you're the
someone was
only
crazy
person to
enough
have
to do
ever
this.
gotten triggered that dialogue, so you should be. That is the gift in itself.
Yes, that is actually the gift. There are no items up here. just dialogue telling you that no, this is a bad idea, which would have been nice, about 3 minutes ago.
I like that. That is the gift.
Oh yeah, and also, I guess that text box saying that the Imperials have closed the door. No fucking shit.
Are we really gonna walk back now? So.
And I forgot to clip out walking back, didn't I? Oh yeah, also you can't return to the car. The car is completely disabled for the rest of this chapter.
This is now you gotta walk back. This is your mistake. You gotta go for it.
Yeah.
You gotta jog.
Yeah.
Alright, so there are 4 people. Who has the best running animation? Let's rank them. I think Gladio's definitely number 1. That's a good, solid running animation. He actually looks like he's running places. I think I'm gonna give
I'm gonna say
Prompto's
Prompto.
definitely last place. I don't know what's going on.
The Prompto looks like he's sprinting everywhere he goes.
Ignis is like gently taking like an English stroll.
Ignis is fucking power walking.
So I think we've decided it's Gladio, Ignis, Noctis, Prompto. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, so how do we feel about these rocks? How do we feel about this geology?
Rather rocky.
Rocky. It's a rocky road. Apparently an Australian thing. I didn't know that until recently. You can tell me about all the wonders of Rocky Road and its weird mystery fruit and chocolate.
It's a thing.
Alright, now we're gonna rank the red soles of their shoes. I think definitely I think this is once again. Now this is definitely Ignis has nice pointy shoes. That's definitely number 1. Noctis is wearing like Uggs. So I think he's definitely last place.
If this wasn't included, then this episode would be even shorter.
Yes.
This is the equivalent of a terrible anime filler arc. It's just Noctis running up and down the...
Yeah, Noctis boots, I would not wear his boots.
Yeah, I'm saying that's definitely in last place. Those are some really tight looking boots. Those are horrible for your compression. Nope, Noctis doesn't want to.
Yeah, can't use the car at all. Not even to teleport to it and save us 3 minutes of walking.
Do you think Noctis's little calves get really cold with that little slip of skin?
Is that what I think it is?
Didn't expect to find a royal tomb here.
Would be a shame not to grab that power. Hey, Highness.
That was like, it's just, well, I guess we forgot to bury this guy. We're just gonna put him on the ground.
Oh, I forgot there was a tomb here.
Yeah, they just left a corpse and its fucking sword out in the middle of this giant crater.
Rats. I still think these weapons were inspired by FF5's thing, where you just where you collect all the sealed weapons.
Yeah.
From the different places. I think it came from that.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Also,
This one's huge.
Get away!
I learned that they patched out Bow of the Clever's only use, and it just makes me really sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently they patched it out in this version. And it just makes me sad, because that's like, what's the point of even having that stupid item otherwise?
Alright, that shot was so bad. I'm sorry, but Noctis looked like there was no one close to him when he was falling down. And then all of a sudden we're supposed to believe Gladio got there in that time.
And I could believe Gladio could get anywhere in any amount of time.
No, this is we should do, you know what Cinema Sins does? We should do that, but for the Final Fantasy games, and then we would just add a sin for that moment straight there.
And the problem with that is that Cinema Sin sucks.
They can be assholes, but that's kind of the point.
God damn.
My current sin is this guy has an 8-pack, not possible. Everyone knows the maximum is in fact 6.
But what?
This bit is just ripped straight out of God of War, and I love it. So I appreciate that they did that.
Gonna see where it leads.
You two try to get down.
No way back up, he says, when he could probably throw his sword up that far and just warp up.
No, I'm sorry, you can't warp in cutscenes. But are you gonna dress Knuckles in a chicken costume for the time? No, you're not.
But Blade of the Mystic it's one of the better stat sticks of the Royal Arms.
I don't even remember what this one does.
I don't remember what it does as a weapon, but it gives you a lot of health.
Wise guy. They're on edge. Let's not ruffle their feathers anymore.
Try shedding your beak.
Just offering sound advice.
Yeah, like a parrot in my ear.
So,
actually, I'm glad
yeah,
you decided
in the Disc of Corvus, parts of the ground are just on fire, and it's kind of a poison effect when you're standing in the fire.
That's what the rubber soles are for.
They're not red enough.
Oh yeah, and
Yes,
I
you know,
love the theme, by the way. This is the best battle theme, if you ask me.
Shooting birds.
I don't love shooting birds. I do love listening to this music.
Oh yeah, the music isn't part of the game yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. You made it like fall to the ground just by shooting at it. I don't think I ever once used firearms with Noctis.
I was gonna say neither have I. I don't think there's any point.
Yeah, I mean, like, I always either used swords or daggers, and sometimes, occasionally, I used greatswords. But other than that, I never had a reason to use firearms. Like, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with them, but I prefer melee combat.
I mean,
In general, daggers tend to be one of the best weapon types just because their attacks come out so quickly. Like, it's very easy to switch back to defense when you need to when using the daggers. When using the greatsword, by the time you start defending, you got hit 3 seconds ago.
tragic, really.
Yeah, the guns are also fairly good for that because, you know, just in general, the guns are pretty good for defensive play because, like, for starters, guns don't actually have proper combos. If you hold the stick while attacking, instead of changing the combo or anything, Noctis just does a dodge roll in that direction when doing his next shot.
Wait, when you hold the stick, that changes the combo?
Yeah.
No room for
I just
error
held the
here.
button. I didn't know you could do things.
No time to chill either. Make it quick.
Wow, so deep. Deep in immersive combat.
Yeah. Yeah, generally left and right let you strafe around the enemy, but down is like disengages, and up either tends to be something that pushes forward very quickly or chains into an aerial combo. And it's a bit different depending on the weapons. Like Lancers, no matter what you do, you'll eventually end up chaining into an aerial combo. The great swords, if you let go of the button for a second and hit it again, you do a spin attack.
Faster! Calm down. I'm going as fast as I can.
This guy really rocks, am I right? Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, Titan does not make rock puns when you fight him. That would make the game a lot better.
Yeah, he's too busy just making weird growls.
What? So, remind me again why we're just bothering this guy?
Well, at this point, we don't really have much of a choice.
But like, why did we come here at all?
But before,
Arden.
well, Noctis was getting a bunch of headaches, and he kept seeing Titan in those headaches, and then Arden showed up and decided to be Arden, and now we're here.
Yeah, pretty much. That's like half the interactions you have with Arden. He decided to be Arden, and then.
But we would have
went
eventually
someplace.
came here eventually because there was one of the Royal Corpse swords.
Elemancy.
Oh, what you putting?
Yeah,
it with?
we're going to need ice eventually.
Actually, the best part of this game is actually the magic. The magic is awesome.
Yeah, the magic is really good. It's just a shame that like most people will never discover it.
Because you never have to use it, really.
Yeah, that's the
There's
thing.
no-
Like, you don't have to use it. There's like one boss where it's ridiculously good, but other than that, you don't really have to use it a whole lot. I don't know if the new bosses really benefit from you using it much, but like, yeah, it's mostly just that's the main time you'll really use it.
Quality building stone. You gotta put all that steak. You mix some steak into your blizzard, it becomes much stronger, you know?
Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird.
So
how,
we
like-
just put this rock in our blizzard, and it makes it a lot more powerful.
Ooh,
You're just getting normal blizzard. Not gonna go any crazy blizzard flavors.
Yeah, we don't need anything really complex
Power
for this.
slide.
Just one.
No, you're just doing some
just
power
one
slide.
big hard hit.
I'm sick of your endless whining.
Yes, Gladio.
Down.
Get off my back.
Are you a man of royal blood, or aren't
To be
you?
fair,
I love how you can only
what is
answer
this?
yeah
What
or
is this?
sort
What is
of.
this prompt?
Of course I am.
Like,
Couldn't forget it if I tried.
like, why can't you just answer
about it?
no?
I ain't
Yeah.
I'm not cut out for this, and do a little emo moment like Cloud would do.
You're not the only one who's having a tough time. We're all
To
on
be fair,
edge.
Noctis hasn't been walking very far, and he spent most of the time just doing a sweet power slide.
We Amicitia are the king's
This
sworn
is not
shield.
really a good time for
Yeah, I was gonna say,
exposition.
this
With our lives.
Like, they kind of just crammed this in.
I've embraced my duty.
Look! He knows he's going to be out of the story for a couple chapters and needs to take care of as much exposition as he can
You
before
can't
then.
focus.
Yeah, I think
It's for you.
that kind of
It's my
makes
job,
sense.
So let me do it, all right?
Even still, like, it feels a little crammed in.
Like, this is my time for exposition.
Oh, I thought for a minute you were controlling Gladio, considering where the camera was.
But I had to get it out. Come on.
Now the camera just sucks.
Makes sense.
On your own.
You don't
Have you
like,
unlocked
it.
that yet? Like, the ability to switch between them?
I'm grateful to him.
Just doing his job. Isn't that
Well, I've got that ability. I just keep forgetting how to use it.
Oh,
Wait a sec, I gotta take a call. Man, Noctis gets great cell phone reception. He's actually not using T-Mobile.
yeah.
Cut off. But it sounds like we're about to have Imperial.
Oh yeah,
That's
we've
okay.
got, like,
about to get even hotter?
T-Mobile, in this country actually exists, but it's like, it's owned by a totally different company, so it's not even the same thing anymore.
Actually, T-Mobile's good because when you go overseas, you can still use your data, which is kind of nice.
Oh really?
We finally
It
made
doesn't work outside of states, as far as I can tell.
Wait timer for these guys. Oh, are you just gonna quadcast against them, or?
Yeah, use your ice. Yeah.
The ice is for later. We can just stab these guys.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, they went down quick.
Like magic is an easy way to get rid of Magitech soldiers because they're not really that strong individually. So one big area of effect spell is enough to get rid of a lot of them, but that's also pretty heavy usage of resources.
Alright, that was a D
So-
finesse. That finesse. This is terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should have mashed that B button much faster.
Shame.
It's a lot harder to get good finesse scores when you're not as a full party.
I don't even know
That's-
what finesse is, to be honest.
Yeah, I can never
It's
tell.
basically counting all of those like special attacks that like pop up, like blindside or blink attack, blah blah. Yeah, basically, the more of that stuff you do, the better your finesse is.
Oh yeah, these are pretty good themes. These boss themes.
Fend for your life.
Yeah, too bad all of the involved fights kind of suck.
Yeah, to be fair, like, the fight itself, like, it would be like an epic God of War moment, but it kind of isn't.
Yeah. You must block the foot!
And this is why they gave us sort of Mystic before this dungeon, so that they knew which sword they could use to use in the animations of Noctis being stepped on.
It'd be much more fun if you just pull out his gun or something and block that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how else you would fight something that massive.
Gun is the secret best moveset because of its warp strike. Instead of doing something useful with the gun, just throw the gun at the enemy and walk to it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't let you. Like, I'm surprised it doesn't work. Like, you shoot the gun somewhere and then you walk to the bullet. Like, that would make far more sense.
No,
but it probably makes too much sense for them to do it. To be fair, like, the spectacle of this fight, I will give them that. The spectacle of this fight is great. It's just the combat.
Oh yeah, these are all really good for the spectacle, but they're pretty bad at being fights.
Yeah, it's just I can't ever tell what I'm supposed to do against this guy. I think like I must have been at it for like 20 minutes
You've
or so.
basically just got to keep parrying him until he drops his hand on the ground
Is that pretty much it?
Whatever reason, and yeah, it's just basically keep that up until you get to the bit where you got to deal a bunch of damage to him in limited time to finish the fight.
Oh.
Saving checkpoint.
Yeah, I mean,
it is an incredibly simple fight.
oh, is this when like Ignis and Prompter just come and join you after all that?
Yeah, they'll be joining us shortly.
After all that stuff about oh only we can go this way, suddenly they end up here anyway.
Wow, that's how that works, right? Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Ignis and Prompter here. They don't even say anything, they're just here. By the way.
Good stuff so far.
Yeah, hit that hand. Oh yeah.
It's showing the HP and it suggests you have a lot of work to do. But I don't remember the fight taking that long.
Plastered by a hand.
Like, I remember it taking long for me working out what I was supposed to do, but I don't remember it taking long in terms of whittling away its HP.
There's no real point trying to walk to the hand. You'll probably just miss it.
Yeah,
So
you'll probably just get
really
hit by it as well.
You really just want to wait for him to come to you for the most part. Even if it takes a while, because he will also start trying to go after the Magitech soldiers if they annoy him enough.
Do the Magitech soldiers help you? I forgot.
Well, they're shooting Titan. I don't think they're doing it to help you. I think they just want to kill him, but yeah.
Or it might just be one of
Noctis dodge the thing is just kind of face.
Yeah.
It might also be one of those things where like Arden is just trying to screw with you, so he wants you to beat Titan because he wants like.
Either way's kind of a win for him. Noctis gets Titan and goes on to Arden's ultimate plan. the Magitech soldiers kill Titan and fuck everything up, or the Titan kills Noctis and Noctis is dead. Arden wins.
Yeah, see,
even if
that's
it's not the
thing with
win
Arden.
he really wants.
Like, the thing with Arden is he doesn't really have an end game. He just wants to screw with Noctis, and that's it.
I see. That's what I love about the magic. It's like it just changes the environment. It's so much fun. It also destroys the frame rate, but
Yeah, I was gonna say the frame rate is
yeah, I've really got to check what the hell is going on with my computer, because it shouldn't be having this many problems with the game.
Maybe this game is just poorly optimized. That would surprise me. Or maybe it
is, but it's gotten worse as we've been going through this.
Maybe you need to install more Final Fantasy VII mods for everyone, just a large polygonal model. That should solve the problem.
It's like I'm just wondering how this game would run, like with Steam Play on Linux now, like because that's how I've been running all my games.
Probably not well.
Probably not that well. Like considering the amount of stuff you'd need Wine to do, like the amount of stuff you'd need to do to emulate it, on top of the amount of power you already need, you'd need like a ridiculously high-end PC for that.
I mean, you can
I have to say,
So the weird thing about all the performance problems I had this episode is that, unlike the other times, the sound actually stayed correct. It didn't start crackling or anything.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's good of the sound to keep up, if nothing else keeps up.
The thing is that the game is stuttering, I say that it's just stuttering, but it was stuttering less during the Titan fight than when you were just walking up and down that horrible pathway.
Why is he saying it's just one more hit when,
punch.
all of you are on full HP and none of you
Well,
are in danger?
Well, we are nearly finished with the Titan fight. The problem is that he's not doing any attacks we can counter.
You must solve his ritual.
Not even that one?
Did you see the block prompt?
Yeah, I was gonna say, where was the block prompt? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not a counterable attack unless he does the flash and the block prompt appears.
Yeah, here we go.
Like that's pretty standard throughout the game. If an enemy does that flashing event that looks kind of like what Monster Sprites did in the SNES games, that's blockable and counterable.
I like that you've frozen Ignis. Poor guy.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, this game makes you feel bad about using magic.
You just freeze everyone on water. You freeze everyone into the water, and it's really funny.
And
yeah, defeating Titan there just instantly kills all the soldiers.
Yep. It legit just makes you feel terrible every time you use magic, and all your allies just start feeling pain all the time.
Poor Titan. He just wanted to, sit around here and hold up the world, but now just chopping off his arm.
Hey, are we all still here?
Just about. Oh, and this time you got a finesse of A+.
Yeah, but your time was terrible. Wow. Just an embarrassment at the time. Father Time is very disappointing here.
What is he doing?
He's winding up!
For the big one!
Nice shot.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? What is this?
Is this when he becomes good? Okay.
And then Discount Kratos disappears into the golden void.
Yeah, he does look like Kratos, that's the thing. Like, it's like a God of War fight in terms of fighting a massive ass thing.
Yeah, Titan's technically kinda dead now.
You spoke with her? That's why.
Oh, that's... Nice. So Arden got all those people blown up.
For funsies, yeah.
Just to screw with Noctis.
Like basically, with one exception, the summons you get in the game are dead by the, at least dead in this realm by the time you get them.
You know, the thing is, like, I think if it's not for Arden here getting them out.
What do you mean the Empire
No.
now? Wait. They've been here the whole time, you fool. You
Yeah,
haven't been paying attention?
They were here before us.
but the thing is, like, if Arden doesn't get them out in this situation, they probably lose. So technically, like, if it weren't for Arden, the world would not have been healed.
Hey, the thing is, if Noctis dies, nobody can actually stop Arden, which means he still gets a win, even if he'd rather what he was planning to have happen towards the end of the game.
Which is lose.
Here is not an option.
Yeah.
To be fair, like,
Basically his idea is that, you know, if he manages to kill Noctis, he gets to, like, basically rule over a world of darkness forever. Yeah, that works well enough. But he'd rather just mentally scar Noctis for life and then have Noct kill him.
mm,
And congratulations, you have Titan, and you'll never see him. The end.
yeah, I think I saw Titan about once. Like, that was how many times I summoned him.
Titan's actually the second easiest
I know, yeah.
to summon.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if we go on technicalities, third easiest, because the easiest is Bahamut. For, well, it's impossible to not summon him when the time comes.
Yes, the easiest is Ramu, because he just comes and kills you super bosses when he gets bored of you fighting them.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. That's it.